Causes of crime. The first one was social cause, and in it, the poor housing. The poor housing was nothing but a child who was born and brought up with a poor housing means who was economically backward. Number two was broken homes, and the broken homes was subdivided as physically broken homes and psychologically broken homes. And the physically broken homes are nothing but the children who have who don't have both the parents or having only one parent. That is nothing but one parent was absent. They don't have either of the parents to tell them what was right and what was wrong. And number B was psychologically broken homes, where the child was born and brought up with a family, but the parents are physically present but not mentally, as they don't show love and affection towards the child. This leads the child to attract towards the crime. Number three was neighborhood influences. The child gets influenced by the environment and his surroundings. Four, incest, sexual participation between two persons who are under prohibited degrees. Examples. Number five, media. Movies, TVs, radios, papers influence the people, especially the children. Number six, the hereditary. As the doctor wants his sons to be doctor, actor wants his sons to be actor. The same way, the thief or the robber wants his son to be a robber, the criminal. The next clause was economic causes. The poverty was one of the reason for increase in crime rate. Next reason was unemployment. Third, next reason was overpopulation. As the population was growing, the jobs becomes less. As the jobs becomes less, the employment grows, and the people who are unemployed search for other source of income and attracts towards the crime. The other causes which increases the crime rate were industrialization and urbanization. These two factors also affect the growing of the crime. And the next clause was organized crime, as it is an illegal act committed by two or more persons in an organized form. Example like smuggling and corruption, so and so, etc. There are some many other also. And the next cause was white collar crimes. The white collar crimes are committed, actually it was often very particularly committed by the upper class people, which is nothing but high social status. They have very high social status. They commit crime. Example like tax evasion, black marketing, adulteration of foods and drugs, medical professions, cyber crimes, internet frauds, hacking, stalking. Stalking is nothing but a mental torture by sending disturbed messages. They all can be only prevented by a public awareness, punishing the accused without the influence of any other ministers or higher influence by imposing a strict laws. And next cause was mental abnormality. The mental abnormality was a crimes committed by the psychos and abnormal persons. I think you can recollect the movie name Apachitru, because he was an abnormal person because he commits crime because of the failure of his love. And the next reason was committing crime was unsound minors, lunatics, non-competent persons, idiotics. They don't know the pain and gain from the activity which they have done. Next cause was geographical causes. Geographical causes was violation of customs law, excise law, and drugs law. Example, purchasing of a liquor was prohibited in Gujarat, whereas in other states it was acceptable. The Gujarat is in the country India, the Andhra Pradesh is in India, but the geographical conditions changes. As the geographical location changes, it commits crime. Next was political causes. The participants who are contesting in elections encourages the booth rigging and booth capturing. This was also considered as a crime. And the next offense was sexual offense. A study says that almost 88% of the school-going girls in Western countries at the age of 14 to 18 had already experienced the sex before attaining puberty, and the brides, 1 out of every 10 marriages, are already pregnant by the time of marriages. The traditional requirement of marriage is socially became a very commercial. Causes of sex delinquency. A man or a woman does not like to eat the same food or wear the same dress or listen to the same music all the time. Similarly, in some cases, it is absolutely difficult to maintain a faithful to one sexual partner and lead to which leads to extramarital affair. These are the points which I have mentioned. You can just look at it close. You can find a sexual delinquency at closer relations at workplaces, unlimited wants and desires, which leads to actually luxurious life, lack of parental control, selling or buying minors for prostitution due to impotency of